You know this, Uncle Tom.
Listen, sucker. I'm blacker than the ace of spades and more militant than you and your whole damn army put together. And while you out there chanting at rallies and browbeating politicians, I'm taking out any money front sucker on a Hummel that gets in my way. So I tell you what, when your so-called revolution starts, you call me, and I'll be right down front showing you how it's done. But until then, you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking.
What up, world? It's your boy, Coolie Main.
You got AK the Chief in the building.
Got your girl Monica in the building.
T.Bostic in the house. And y'all know what it is. It's time to plug them headphones in. Put the kids to bed. And let's begin to listen. It's grown-ups talk. Tonight we're gonna talk about R.I.P Junior. All the senseless crimes once again. Y'all gotta show some compassion. Let's go.
What up, world? What's going on? How y'all doing?
What up, AK?
I'm back. Hi,
What
guys.
up, Bostic?
Hey, what up? Hey,
What up, Monica?
Oh, I was about to say, I know you heard me say I'm back.
You know
you
I
mixed right
got you.
over me and went right to Boston.
No, I got
All
you.
right, well, hello.
Hello. Hey, what up, Kai? Shout out to the cameraman.
Shout out to the cameraman.
Shout out to the cameraman, get my good side.
Shout out to T.ROC. He in the building too, know what I mean?
How y'all doing, man?
Hey, yo, so before we get started, y'all know we gotta dedicate this time right here, this segment right here to y'all, to supporters. And I mean, all of our supporters. I'm a little wavy. Shout out to Sarai. But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. I mean, it takes a special type of y'all to appreciate a special type of us, and we appreciate that. Y'all listen to us faithfully every Monday as we drop this content on y'all. And y'all, I mean, y'all like, share, y'all follow. I mean, y'all fucking with us and we fucking with y'all. And I definitely appreciate that YouTube love y'all showing us right now, man. Y'all definitely showing us a lot of love on YouTube, man. We appreciate that, man.
Facts. And you already know my motto. Like, share, and follow. And if you didn't do it. Tell a friend and do it again.
And stop acting on fucking stank. If you on Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, anything, hit that motherfucking link.
Oh, that's cute.
We still waiting on your
Well, you keep waiting. Listen,
listen.
first of all,
She got it pulled up.
I got it already pulled up because I want to. First of all, I want to say thank you all the viewers and followers that we have. Instagram is definitely popping. So I've been going down Grown Ups Talk Instagram page, and we have 40 new subscribers to us.
Shout out to
40,
everybody.
and this has been happening for like the past 8 hours that I've been monitoring the site because I was on a little break, but I'm back, and I just want to tell you guys thank you so much because without yous, we would not be here right now giving y'all all the stuff y'all like to hear. So of course I'm going to shout out some people because I feel like it's necessary to shout them out. So Todd 215, thank you so much. Holly Style,
yeah.
Shorty Red 100.
Yeah.
My Spot Rad.
Right.
I got a Henry O'Sullivan.
Let's go.
These names,
to get your
man.
eyelids
These
in there.
names. Thank you. I have an Edward Sims 9210.
Let's go.
Beats _190 139.
Right.
And then I have this Marcus Glass, which is called Wavy God 203.
Yes,
He's
sir.
been on our
Shout out to
shit.
my God. Shout
Like
out to
he
my
just came
God.
out of nowhere, but no,
Nah,
we
he
appreciate you.
been holding us down for a minute. Shout out to
Oh,
my
well,
God.
he's following now,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
that's what's up. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
We have Fam out here following too. Can you pronounce? I think this is your cousin. Pronounce that name right here, because I can't pronounce.
Oh shit.
Okay, shout out Wajida. Okay.
There we go.
Oh shit. G. What up,
Yes,
G?
I knew it was a family member. So it just have to be a family member. We have
Appreciate the love.
G. We appreciate
Yes,
it. G.
thank you so much. We do appreciate you guys. And the last person I would shout out is King Freak Zoid 20.
Hey, Freaky! My boy Freaky, shout out to Freaky on the hillside. If y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying? You better show some love to the hill, man.
And a big shout out.
Elliott Street, Davenport, you know.
He been out everything.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. do shit on the porch every day and still talk about all of us, man. Freaky is the man.
Hey, nah, for real though, definitely shout out to everybody in the Elm City, you know what I mean? New Haven, we doing this for us, but we doing it for y'all at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
shout out to everybody on their grind, doing their thing. Shout out to 22 Shots, you know what I mean? She just put out that mixtape. If y'all ain't supported it, support it. Hey.
Okay.
Shout out to T.Bostic, he in the building. What up, Bostic?
He is hype. He's been hype since he
Shout out,
came in.
hey yo, shout out to, I mean, this juice right now we on.
Cocktail
Yeah, we don't know what this is.
Yeah.
It's very rare that I pick up a cup and drink, but this is definitely very
Good
bad.
God, shout out to Ciroc and Lemonade.
Seriously.
I'm just saying, nah. Hey yo, but hey Monica, I mean, I know you took last week off. We had to celebrate Terry's birthday. Happy birthday again to Terry.
Yes, it was lit.
Both of her parents in the building. Shout out to T-Rock again.
If you missed that party, you missed the banging ass party. That party was lit.
It was definitely lit, and I definitely got lit right after it.
Right. That was like the pregame. That party was lit. It was too many people, and I couldn't feed everyone, but
I miss you.
Definitely. But
you ate? I didn't even get a plate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even eat. Me and Terry didn't eat nothing.
You know who
The
was
shit
probably
was
one of your biggest culprits? Connie. He was going back.
yeah,
I'm telling y'all.
He was getting seconds.
Yo, that's my youngest son, bro. 4 years old. Savage. I'm talking about the yo.
He's 6'8".
bro, he goes
6'8".
full
There you
chicken
go,
breast.
burgers.
Right,
It was
right,
nothing,
right.
but we had a good time either way. Let's get into this episode
Okay,
because
okay.
this stuff just.
Yeah, because I mean, so me and Monica Monica and AK been talking about this topic for, ever since it really popped off. I mean, R.I.P Junior. I mean, we send our condolences to your family. I know we all the way in CT. We ain't got no direct ties to y'all, but I mean, the love is the love. An innocent person gone. I mean, on some senseless bullshit. So Monica wanted to talk about it. So I felt right that we should support her and talk about this shit. I mean, let's go, Monica.
Great.
Keep that shit to everybody.
I definitely am. So I feel like, first of all, justice for Junior. I hope all those people. The mother said what she said. She meant what she said. Don't let none of these media people make you change how you feel. They should get everything that they deserve. Everything. The way they did your son, they should be getting the same type of treatment. The mother was on New York. It was a Good Morning America. It was today. No, it was today.
The Today Show?
The Today Show, yes. Today Show. And she sat there and she said, the interviewer asked her, well, what do you want to see with these young men that did this to your son? And she came out of her mouth and said the same thing they did to my son. And then the interviewer tried to change it, like, she was trying to say, well, you don't mean it like that. No, she meant what she said. She said what she said, and that's the end of it.
Every part of it.
But I want to give you guys the background behind this case because it really hit me hard, especially going around, young men and just being 15. We all was 15 before. We all did some shit before that we had.
I skipped 15. Go ahead.
That's cool. But the thing that bothers me about the situation is because all this, there's two sides to this. So you have a young girl that's being exposed, and the brother felt disrespected because he felt that his sister was getting panned out to be a hoe. Which, by the way, you are, Stephanie. Definitely dropping names. You're a hoe.
Like, damn, is Stephanie? Is that Stephanie?
Yes. I drop names. I don't give a... Listen, I don't care. I drop names and I dare you.
So we should just call her Heffany.
Heffany.
You call her Heffany?
But then you have that side of the story with her being the hoe and the brother feeling disrespected. But then you have this other side of the story, which I think AK was probably touching on, which is the older brother have some type of gang affiliation, and because of the gang affiliation, they had to get somebody out of revenge because the brother did something that he shouldn't have done, and the little boy, being the younger brother, he ended up getting the bulk of that.
I don't even think that is just the gang affiliation. I think as the man, he probably the man in the house, like, you feel me? And as the man in the house, your job is to protect and provide for the women in the house, like, you feel me? That's what we're taught when we're growing up. So if any female in your household is telling you that they was raped, your job is to seek the vengeance. Like, you're supposed to go out and seek the revenge, and you're supposed to go protect that woman. Like because you wasn't there at the time, you gotta.
Not when the little boy's being, not when she's being exposed.
No matter what, first of all, I'm gonna say this. Listen, I'm not taking the side of anybody that was involved in the murder of Junior. I'm just saying, as the man of my household, if anybody comes to me or anybody in my family comes to me,
said he touched my sister or something. Word up.
You feel me, right?
But in this case, if you see the evidence, you look at the video and you see it wasn't that.
But you already
But you
got
still
enough.
gonna get killed, though. You still gonna go out to kill him.
But out of their actions, you could tell by the way they acted that they didn't see the video. You know what I mean? They just heard I was raped, so they was like, yo, I gotta go. Oh, they did see the video?
Actually, they did see the video. Wait. They did see the video. And then on top of them seeing the video, the nigga that was in the video smashing his sister was also the one that assaulted Junior.
Ooh, it just got deep. I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying. Jesus.
I mean, you know, if you're gonna drop it, you would drop that.
You drop that.
I'm just saying, the one in the white hat. He had the white shirt on.
So you saying
he was there.
He was there.
He was there.
So he was helping them niggas kill Junior.
Yeah.
Right.
Knowing Junior wasn't there.
Knowing Junior wasn't there, but the dude, Jason, that was there.
This shit sound like it was scripted.
Don't it sounds really scripted.
Yeah. We need Aaron Hernandez, and this is a good story. This
You
is
feel me?
It's the same way Aaron Hernandez.
Well,
went down.
first of all, that's what I'm saying. Can this be gang affiliated? Can it be
Somebody else got set up in that
Can it be gang affiliated? Like, do you think that they were just going after this boy just to go after this boy, even though they know that one of the members that attacked the boy Junior was also part of that video? Like, how do we know this is not gang affiliated?
I don't think it's gang affiliated. If the general of the gang apologizes, he ain't gonna apologize if it don't got nothing to do. I mean, gang.
Come on, AK.
Oh, come on. He's gonna apologize because the media is already here.
You get caught.
The media is here. You start. Listen, he's in the courthouse right now doing the double head.
Well,
Sad as a motherfucker.
My thing was, I didn't know his whole thing is he was caught and tied up, and because if he wasn't there, if he just a leader, then he just a leader. He just apologizing.
So you created the culture, and now you don't want to take blame.
If that wasn't the case, listen, if he wasn't coming after you, he wasn't coming after you.
But as a leader, you set the culture in your group.
That's
Right. And you got to think about it. What about the other gangs that's going to come after you because you attacking a 15-year-old kid? Of course you're going to apologize. You don't want that type of smoke with other gang members that might have something against them.
It's not about that. Listen, if you're a gang member and this is what you do, you're about that life. You don't give a fuck what age. Right. I mean, none of that shit matters. So you talking about you from your perspective. It matters to you. From their heartless. What I'm saying is this: you're not going to apologize if that's what you do. And right.
If you in the game, you do that kind of stuff.
Right. So if it's a mistake and he say, yo, listen, we clearly meant to get someone else. Like, I mean, we apologize. Even though that shit don't mean shit, little to nothing.
I'm just saying, hold on. If you clearly meant to get somebody else, we watched the video.
Right.
Maybe your third stab, you realize, oh shit, that's not your name. Oh, my bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine, y'all. We all knew it wasn't this dude.
Yeah, we know it's not this dude.
First of all, anybody
It's
come
lit
to me
as
like
bro.
that,
It pushed him back into the store.
What I think is if they didn't know it was him.
He could look the same in that time.
But listen, they didn't know it was him. They wanted to kill him. He had a chance to run back into the store, hide everything, pull him out the store. So
I'm glad you brought
with that being said, you got mad chances to look at him. You know who you chasing. This is like, I mean, you see.
That's what I'm saying.
It ain't just me. I'm running up on the store.
So you're saying Junior was the end result of gang affiliation and gang initiation.
No, absolutely. I didn't have nothing to do with it. It was just a misunderstanding. That's what the gang said.
Yeah, but if it's 4 people running after you, we all 4 of us.
We all got all
we all running at T-Rock. That means somebody told us T-Rock did it. We all just come up, wake up tomorrow like, yo. All of us decided to get T-Rock. Somebody told us to get T-Rock.
Somebody said he was there.
I understand that.
And then the dude that said he was there clearly knows he ain't there. So the dude that they're supposed to be killing is the dude running with him.
Word.
So who's to say that the hit was put out by the head gang member?
Actually, if the guy that
I think the nigga that smashed the girl is the nigga that put the whole plot together, man.
Yeah.
It sounded like he was like, hey yo, my nigga, we look alike a little bit. So he's gonna blame this nigga?
Is that
No,
the
he
same
had the girl. I feel like he had the girl the girl Stephanie in cahoots with that because, mind you, she was part of the New York Police Department Explorer program.
Right.
So these dudes have similar looks. So of course she's gonna be like, well, no, it wasn't him. It's not my boyfriend. It was him.
Right.
To save her nigga ass.
You know
so
what
I feel like the girl should be catching charges as well. But you know what gets me? The niggas at the bodega.
That's what I was about to say because
you know what
they
this
came out
sounds
that up.
You know what this sound like? And I'm just
It sound like a motherfucking
because
movie.
we all chilled
Yeah,
we all chilled in Fairhaven in the hills, so we kind of know how this roll. So you need to experience the $5 plate. Tell them about the $5 plate when you get a chance, AK. With the folded edges, you gotta fold the edges. But listen, it sound like this. Because I've experienced this time and time again. I used to have a cousin that messed with Spanish chicks, man, back in the day when we was like 15. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't getting no Spanish chick, but this is the story I'm telling you.
I'm glad you got
Dark-skinned niggas get Spanish chicks. Dark-skinned and light-skinned niggas, not in the middle. But anyway, so listen. It sounds like this.
It's because they don't know if they're Dominican or not. But go ahead.
Go for it.
It sounds like this. It sounds like Stephanie herself and the guy that wasn't Junior was already affiliated years before this situation.
They had to know each other because...
No, hold on. I'm about to put you on how they knew each other. If me and you grew up on the same block, and AK's the guy, and you AK boy, and I'm a little dude coming up with your sister, we might have played tag together in the neighborhood, but I always knew y'all. I knew I wanted to be y'all, but I was feeling her. We was cool. We grew up together. They could have been kissing and hugging a long time ago, and the brother finally found out. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it wasn't a matter of the fall. It was a matter of everybody that came with me knew too. Mm-hmm. See, nobody never put that part in the story. And that in the Spanish community happens all the time, man. Younger people get with people. Think about how many times you see younger people in the Spanish community with babies. It happens so often that I'm dead serious. I'm not lying, man.
He's speaking some facts.
And it's because they knew each other forever because the father or the brother wanted you to be with this person. So at the end of the day, I think what happened was these two kids grew up, homeboy joined the gang life, the girlfriend accepted it, and the brother finally found out, and his friends were such his boys, so down with him, they was like, yo, we'll cover it for you. Fuck that bitch ass nigga Junior.
Nah, cause
John don't say, bro.
No.
All I'm gonna say
You have me.
All I'm
You
gonna
have
say
me.
The Junior, you guys gotta remember, Junior's running and hiding, so Junior wasn't in this room.
No, hell no. He
You know what I'm saying?
If you see somebody running at you with machetes, you gonna run.
No, I'm talking about prior, AK. I'm talking about the relationship. Prior. Junior wasn't in the clique.
Nowhere near
He wasn't
him.
in the clique. He wasn't clicked up, and he had a crush on my girl. At the end of the day, yo, look.
Nah, I think...
Well, I think you're going deep. Like,
I gotta put it together for you.
Yeah, we're together.
He was running and hiding prior to that night.
No, but if you're running and hiding in the beginning of the video, you know they're coming for you, yo.
Shorty called him and was like she needed some guap to get on the train.
No, the dude did. Shorty didn't call. Shorty.
I seen a more recent report that said it was Shorty.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Shorty said she needed $5 to get on the train.
But the mother said that it was a boy that she knew. This is coming out of the mother's mouth. So I'm gonna go with what the mama said, because you know how Facebook and Instagram, they want to build the clout and keep it going. But the mother in the interview said that the boy called her directly and said, "Miss, can I borrow $5?" So clearly they must have known each other. That's where I was like, I follow where you coming from. So Junior was like, "Ma, don't worry about it. You already in bed. I'll just go down and give him the $5 and I'll come right back." But she called him because it was taking too long. That I'm gonna assume that's when the altercation was happening. But he picked up the phone and was like, "Mom, I'm good. Don't worry about it. I'm good." It wasn't until the son came back to the house, not Junior, but the older brother came back to the house and was like, "Something happened to Junior. Go to the hospital."
Yo, so Junior blocked. I mean, you gotta be a guy in this situation. Junior blocked, man. If we keep going from the story, what happened was Junior on the street. He get to the corner, right? Shorty called, bang. Y'all all three outside, y'all clicked up. I know y'all. I say what up every day, but I ain't with y'all. What up, man? What up, AK? What up, Monica? How you doing? Everybody knows somebody like that in the hood. Well, they ain't really part of the hood, but they part of the hood.
I can agree to that.
I'm one of them people too.
I can agree to that.
More power. Innocent, don't let me hanging
People
out.
know me and I don't know them, but I'm like, hey.
Anyway, so listen, right? So what happens is, right? I think this is what happened. Junior goes downstairs. His brother he know the chick. You get what I'm saying? Homeboy knows Junior. Now, I mean, you gotta really think about somebody running, man. This is New York City, man. This is fist fights and elbows, bro. At the end of the day, you ain't running too many times if it's a gang in your neighborhood, unless you know the gang wants you. You went downstairs to give somebody else's girl $5, and the dude found out about it.
Yeah, but they were supposed to be friends, though.
No. We ain't friends. We ain't friends if I got an army and you give a girl $5, like I can't afford it.
But it wasn't a girl, it was a dude. So here, let me knock the socks off all you feet. Let me knock it right now. So you know the dude that's recording, there's a video that's surfacing with the dude. He is on top of the building, and he's recording,
right,
and he's watching that shit. How about that's the nigga that set him up?
See what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
That's the nigga that set him up.
Yo, everybody seen Belly.
That's the nigga.
Everybody
you know
seen Belly.
After this shit was over, right? He's the one who sent it out.
That's the nigga eating the banana and belly right there. We gotta get this nigga, y'all. We gotta get
I don't
this
like
nigga.
that shit.
That's the nigga eating the banana and belly right there. I'm trying to tell you, man.
When I tell you this shit is
He let the nigga give his girl $5 and then set the nigga up.
When I tell you this shit
Earn
is
his
just
right.
as sickening as I've ever seen any, and mind you, I've seen a lot of cases in my day, but this shit is just as sickening.
This shit reminds me of that case in Chicago with
It's
old girl
crazy.
when she was found dead in the
The freezer. Oh, let's talk about
This shit-
we're gonna touch on that, but I don't want to take away from Junior
No,
because you know what
no,
it ties in.
Yeah.
It's funny. Oh shit.
Look, shout out to the train. Shout out to the
Y'all let us see your big fool. That shit was about to be
I got it.
Yo, give me one of those things.
Yo, man.
Shout out to the Rocket Lemonade. Yo, that shit was about to go in. No, but it's sickening how this shit goes, right? Because everybody's giving condolences. They saying sorry. Like the dudes before they even got caught, they was down in New Jersey. But there's one dude.
They're from New Jersey though.
Right, they're from New Jersey. But listen, there's one dude that was at the memorial service that nobody peeped. But he was the first one that got picked up. How?
Yo,
How you hug your elbows and saying I'm sorry? But you was part of that shit.
That shit
You was part of that shit.
Yo, it's not a coincidence that you pick out a kid that looks like a kid and you ask the kid to do something. I'm trying to tell you, 5 people in this situation already knew Junior. They already knew what was going down. They was waiting to see. No way in hell Junior running in the store. I mean, you guys got, like, think about this, man. You run into McDonald's or Sam's or the corner store and you gotta really be knowing something to jump over a store counter.
Maybe he was scared because the real audience
But that's what I'm saying, like,
screaming no. Like,
that's not regular shit.
I've been in a situation where I went to a McDonald's and damn near had to jump behind the
That's
counter.
what I'm saying, like, you gotta get some shit.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You know what I mean?
But wait a minute.
And you gotta know they're coming
Wait a minute.
I knew you
Wait a
was
minute.
coming.
So you guys gotta remember there was an argument outside of that bodega before he ran in that bodega trying to seek safety. But he was crying. Like there's actual audio of him crying, screaming, no. He's like seriously crying.
But let me
Even
ask
during
you,
the time he was getting stabbed, he's crying and screaming, no.
Let me ask all 3 of y'all, right? I gotta ask y'all this, right? So, my question to y'all is, should the owners of the bodega be brung in on charges because they didn't help when he jumped the counter?
No.
And
What the fuck?
No.
How you, wait, let's stop right here, because I need to get some shit off my chest. How do you feel?
Okay.
How do you feel that these bodega owners should not get charged of a crime? They literally watched this man get dragged out, got dragged out, got stabbed. They looked and watched this nigga get stabbed, poked their head back in. Let me guess, it's none of their business, right? Then they turned around, the nigga came back in the store, bleeding guts all over. This nigga said, get out.
Right.
Get out. True. You don't think conspiracy that you knew what they were gonna do before this nigga got stabbed.
Conspiracy because they ain't come with them.
It's not.
They followed behind him. They made sure that dude got outside the store.
Right, because that's their property. That's what
It's
they
not a
do.
conspiracy. It's exactly an example from the Meteor Man movie when the Golden Lords come to take Robin Townsend. And everybody in the hood acting like they didn't see Robert Townsend lose the powers. I gotta use examples because I got those people.
I'm glad you did
So
that.
what happens is the Golden Lords come to the neighborhood going, Meteor Man! And nobody know what Meteor Man is.
Niggas
Nobody
have to
know
go back
nothing.
and watch Meteor
You get
Man
what
to
I'm
see
saying?
what the fuck he talking about.
Because the
Watch
Golden
that.
Lords came to burn
I know we know, but
you get what I'm saying? the Golden Lords come to burn down the block, and one thing everybody knew was, if I fuck with the Golden Lord, guess what they're gonna do? Fuck with me.
Exactly. But
every day in society, you have to do.
So
I never watched Medium Man. I never watched Medium Man.
So you think that they should?
Yes, I think that they should be charged. Even if it's a lesser
I think they
charge,
were trying to stay alive.
Something that at least needs to be placed to the table.
No, I think the store owners were trying to stay alive, bro.
They was not trying to stay
They probably
alive.
scared
You
themselves.
just stabbed
They
it.
got a gun. You mean to tell me you got a gun, you got all these machetes, you can't shoot a gun?
The nigga just cut somebody's throat. You have been needed too by the Doritos, nigga.
With a gun.
Agent 47.
Exactly. This nigga just went Liam Neeson.
Listen.
I'm saying, man.
Honestly,
Come on, AK.
Do you think?
I'm just saying they cut somebody neck from the store.
What do you feel? AK, just breathe, just
listen.
make some hard.
I ain't gonna.
Let me talk to bro.
This is
bro.
for me. This is for me.
Bro, do you think the bodega store owners should be charged in this shit at all? Shout out to Ciroc. Hey, yo, I'm wavy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm wavy.
This
Ciroc
Keep It a Buck moment was presented to you by the Hood, AK Keep It a Buck.
Charge for what? No. See?
for not for conspiracy or not for committing a murder, but having involvement with it.
How do you know that the store owner
Obstruction
wasn't
of
involved in that
justice.
shit?
Is obstruction to justice?
No, that's
not justice. That's police.
Put it like this: charge that all, bro. Charge that all. Do you think they should be charged?
for murder. No.
Charged for anything, though.
Do you think they should be charged with anything?
Like, I don't really see them committing a crime. They were scared probably as well, and they kicked the boy out. It's sad because they didn't try to protect the daughter. They didn't call, but I mean, I don't think that they should be tried for anything involving the murder because it's not. They didn't have nothing to do with it.
Alright, now I done heard all three. Are y'all ready for me?
Yeah, go
Because Monica give me that look like, so by law, which you should know because you're a law student, master in laws and all that shit.
Shout that out, take the law.
They can't be charged. You could bring them in on charges or try to sue them or anything, but they can't be charged because they have no actual connection to the actual crime being committed. Like, you feel me?
How do we know that?
Actually, the only way
How
they
do
would
we know
actually
that?
be charged is if the incident actually happened in the
That's
store.
just like what we talked about last week. Like, you feel me? If I'm filming a crime being done and I don't jump in to stop the shit, I can't be charged. I'm filming it. There's no crime against filming it, but there's also no crime against me stopping it. If
Unless
I
you're a
don't stop
certified nurse, registered nurse, or doctor.
Oh, you seen them when they walk by, right?
If
They just
I
walk
don't-
by
if
casually
I
while
don't
guys
jump
getting
in-
hacked.
If I don't jump in to stop anything, there's nothing that can be done against me in the court of law. Like, you feel me?
No, can we
So everybody just don't want to die. So this is probably so much to help.
Can we just talk about a machete is at least 8 inches long?
No, hold on.
Like that's like swinging an arm and a half with metal.
What I will
saying?
say-
Niggas ain't trying to get cut, man.
What I will say is the court of public opinion has closed that store down permanently.
Exactly.
That store is shut down.
Shut down.
Good, as
Can
it
it-
should.
can
And that's what should have happened though.
Can it be brought to
You said it shouldn't
justice?
have happened?
It should have.
It should have. Oh, I thought you. I see.
I agree with that.
But the store owners
They ain't trying to help. I don't think they should be charged for murder though.
Because it's a case of morals versus law.
Right.
And at the end of the day,
Yeah, that's true.
morally, you should have jumped in and stopped.
I'm sorry, when did we find morals? When did we find morals? Morally, you should have jumped in.
That's the issue, though.
No, hold on, man, because here's where it became
As a
cool.
good citizen of the United States.
No, it's no morals when you let a nigga jump over your counter, 4 other niggas run in and say, hey, where you at? Morals is, get the fuck out of my store, buddy.
But
That's what you should have been saying before people running in.
That's exactly
You get what I'm saying?
Wait, bro, but he had, fuck that. He had enough time to lock that damn door behind him.
Exactly.
Therefore,
Those
he
are
wanted
morals.
it safe.
That's
and
morals.
Them niggas were just standing out there to the contact.
That's morals right
But
there.
he chose not to do that. Instead,
That's
he
morals.
said, there that nigga go right
Exactly.
here.
So what morals
So
did you have?
he didn't have no morals, and that's why that shit got
This
closed
nigga was
down.
actually a snitch.
And that's the
He had no
crime. that's the grounds on which the community made that store close. Because at the end of the day, that store can't stay open if it's not gonna morally serve.
But you know what? You know what? But this is the problem in the community, man. You let niggas sell Lucy's, niggas hanging out by your soda machine selling Nick bags, and you good because they protect your store a little bit. But then when the shit hit the fan, you all of a sudden don't know nothing. Get what I'm saying? That's where it started.
I don't agree to that.
So Junior, his family, his mother, his brother, their community, this store was just like any other store in our neighborhood. What up, Sam? What up, Pedro? What up, Pablo? They get 2 Lucy's and a Dutch. That's what happens. At the end of the day, we know what's going on in our stores, and we don't do nothing about it ourselves before the store owners. It's our job to take care of our own communities. So when Junior's mother says, oh, I want the same thing that happened to him, you're absolutely wrong, homegirl. I understand where you're coming from, but you're wrong. Nobody else should have to die in this situation, man.
Wait, what?
Nobody else should have to die in this situation. We are killing too many people. 2 rights.
An eye for an eye, damn it. It's in the Bible.
Eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye. If you're going to take a life, see, nobody plays God.
See, an eye for an eye is
an
what
eye
got you
for an eye.
down.
Listen, you're not going to be playing.
God.
No, I'm just telling you, baby.
Here he goes.
I'm just skipping that train.
See him, right?
Let me put this around there.
Skip back on that.
Let me put this around there.
Yeah, let's move this up. First of all,
Tell him to the juice again.
They got a black president, so we're gonna get some white one. I'm just saying.
first of all, political.
Swerve that, yeah.
But I'm talking about an eye for an eye is you murder somebody. You take matters into your own hands. Nobody should ever feel comfortable taking another human being off this earth. You are not God.
Yeah, so how are you God to decide who dies?
That's what the law is for.
No, the God
Because
doesn't
you're
decide
not
who dies
gonna,
either.
no.
You can't be Christian in the
Bible, it says an eye for an eye. What you do unto thy brethren will happen unto you.
So the Bible is an
no.
instruction manual or a way to live by?
No, the
Because
Bible is in this.
I don't think God is telling you to kill other people.
The Bible in this certain situation is going to be used. I don't care what y'all say. And it might not be the best argument, but at the end of the day, you can't take somebody as innocent as a 15-year-old that had a whole life ahead of them, that wanted to be a police detective, and you're going to kill him over some damn hearsay?
So he get props because he wanted to be a police detective. The same thought was in the class with him that wanted to be a police detective, right?
The same thought was probably trying to find a way to finagle the system. Let me tell you something about when an officer comes in. You got 2 types of officers. You got a damn bully. You got the one that been picked on all their damn lives, and they're trying to figure out how they gonna get you back. And they got a chip on their damn shoulder. You got people that's actually gonna do the right thing. Those are the 2 officers that we identify in the damn police force.
Then you got one that's trying to be a police officer that's gonna set a guy that's not her boyfriend up to get killed in front of a store.
So what you think which one she was then?
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. She was the third party.
No, there's no damn third
All I'm
party.
saying
She
is
was obviously somebody that was bullied.
not true.
Obviously she was somebody bullied.
We
Either
can't
way,
keep
they
killing
should have never killed the dude the way they killed him. It don't take 5 grown men to kill a fucking 15-year-old. It just doesn't.
You only need one nigga. You only need one nigga to kill somebody.
But 5 dudes going, you don't think that's some punk ass shit?
No, they was trying to earn stripes. I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, I can account, in my time in the streets, I'm far from being in the streets now. I ain't got to do that to provide for my family, but I can account for my times in the street where it's people that got set up by shorties, like
Word up.
Chicks,
that shit happens every day, man.
Yeah, chicks.
I understand that happens every
Chicks
day. I'm not taking that
dudes.
away.
It's actually
all
on page
the time.
11 of the player's book.
Chicks will get that's why I say my bad for plugging my music, but that's why I say it in RNS, the stack of my right hand will get you clapped by your right hand.
Word up.
At the end of the day, I know dudes that got clapped by their right hands because a shorty set them up, you feel me? And in this case,
Nas said it best. Niggas won't tell their boy, but they'll tell a chick over pillows, man.
I'm telling you.
This is the game, man. Junior ended up in a player situation, man. He had feelings for a chick that never wanted him.
You cannot support that. Those are not facts.
It's not saying what they did. It's not saying what they did was okay. It's just saying that.
But you don't even know Junior even had feelings for that girl.
Why are you trying to give somebody some money then?
To get on the train to go home, you told her the Bronx.
That definitely is
Compassion, that's a feeling.
Huh?
Compassion is a feeling.
Yo, all I'm saying is, if you know that's somebody else, girl, you know somebody else feeling her. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you ain't giving no. You know what I'm saying? This is my boy. I would give his wife $5 anytime. Your girl $5 anytime.
I think you're missing the concept. It wasn't the girl that called, it was the dude that called.
But that sounds suspicious.
You're missing the concept.
That shit just sounds
You're
suspicious.
missing the entire
How you part of a
concept.
gang? What kind of gang ain't got no money, man? What gang ain't got no money?
It's more, you're not looking at the bigger picture here. It's more than just about the $5 fucking.
So, all I'm
the
saying-
picture is that they got upset because old dude felt disrespectful.
No, I'm just
that
saying-
was just the bait to get the dude in.
I know,
That's
but
all
I'm
that
just
is.
saying,
you
$5
can't say that
rather
big,
than
give
the
my
mother,
girl
the
$5.
father, the
I don't
sister,
even
the
want
brother.
to kill a nigga.
You ain't tripping, right? You feel me? But I'm saying if you can find 5 niggas to kill somebody, you can find 5 niggas to give you $1. What the fuck is this?
This shit
This shit starting to become fucked up.
When the nigga said Cole gave Gina that the little bit of wop real quick, he was like, now Cole own you. Like,
Yeah.
remember that little bit of change I let you borrow? Like, that's what this shit sound like. You feel me? But
Hey, what about their presence in the hallway?
right,
But
like
it's
I
bigger
feel.
than that. It's bigger
Nah,
than the
I feel
money
where you
scheme.
coming from, Monica. Like on some shit, like it wasn't about the $5. It was the disrespect from the brother feeling like, hey, yo, you did my sister dirty on the camera. Like,
Right, we did good.
Right.
in actuality, you should have been coming at the sister because she should have never let herself be taped doing some wild shit like that. If she knew she was already getting nutted on her face, like niggas ain't have to see that. Like keep that shit behind closed doors. Like,
But that's my thing. Even being a protector in your family and gotta, you know what I mean, be the one to step up in a situation like that, if that was the case, if she was raped or something, in this situation, do you still call up the boys and be like, yo, we gotta go ride for...
Yo, if somebody told me my sister was raped, we calling up everybody.
But if you watch the video and you see clearly that it ain't
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is exactly what happened right here. Nigga looked at the phone and was like, oh hell no! He barely even realized who it was. He's looking at his sister, dick, legs, arms touching her. I'm pissed. That's it. He didn't care about the nigga face. Who the fuck was that? Somebody else checked? He went and got him.
Hell no. That's not even logic. Because if you look at a video, you're gonna see what type of harm and
Okay, man, it's your sister getting done. You ain't
nigga, I need to see. I gotta build my shit up before I go the fuck out there. I ain't gonna examine the motherfucking shit like it's a motherfucking porn.
You ain't
nigga, but you wanna see what kind of body harm they put forth on my sister. You need to see that
I
shit.
do gotta say this, right? On both sides, right? We gotta kind of take AK word on this shit because he's a warrior in the field. I give it to him.
They gave AK for a reason.
You
You don't just call niggas AK.
Exactly. But I mean, outside of that though, look at it on the other side.
Wait, hold on.
A nigga not looking at the video long enough to see how far this shit went or how much his sister was in it. The nigga hear rape, the nigga see the video,
Right.
see his sister is actually in this shit. The nigga probably 15, 20 seconds in this shit. 30 is kind of long for me. I don't want to see my sister getting smashed.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the nigga probably cut the video off and then was riding on that emotion, but on the shit that AK saying, like, I mean, coming from a warrior, I mean, you gotta kind of take the word, and then you gotta watch a little bit past your comfort zone to see if it's comfort in the video or if it's fabrication in what you actually telling me. Like, you feel me?
Right, because we all got cousin, sister, niece,
Somebody close.
right.
That's a thought.
Right, and you get the phone calls all the time. Like, I mean, oh, come get me. The children's sister did this, and after a certain amount of times, you realize, oh, it can't be every nigga in the hood. Right. So I mean,
that's what's happening.
I think it'd be that case of scenario.
I think that on
And
this occasion, they felt more disrespected at the fact that it was recorded. Like, I mean, it wasn't even the fact that she screamed that she was raped. It was the fact that she was recorded. Them niggas probably was like, yo, oh, this shit probably gonna hit such and such website, I mean, or
World Star.
everybody around us gonna see this shit.
Like 15
So
we gotta
with
look
that
at
being
shit.
said, if Junior was not in the video, why go get Junior? We still not even.
Well, can I
So wait,
I never
so
seen
the
the video. I never seen the
the
video.
dude looks exactly like Junior, and he's like,
But why Junior? Like,
But
we
he
talking about.
getting it in. But because the dude have resemblance to this young man, they thought that this was the sure guy. Like, this is who it was. Like, this is our guy. And that's why they attacked the junior, because they were sure. They seen the moment, they seized the moment, they got who they thought they got.
But the bad part is that they didn't really sit down and analyze who the fuck they was coming for. Like, first of all, you got to be on a mission for real to come all the way to fuck from Jersey to come to the Bronx and pay all the motherfucking tolls to get in the motherfucking
$15 tolls.
You feel
yes,
me?
the Jersey to New York is $15.
I'm just saying you got to pay. I mean,
ain't that bad.
They had 2 cars. Like, you feel me? 2 cars deep.
Yes, they deep.
They gang members. They obviously have some money.
I understand, but my nigga, like,
not every gang member.
if I'm gonna pay $30 in tolls to get to body somebody, I'm gonna make sure it's the person I'm bodying somebody. It ain't even a fact about just the tolls. It's just, my nigga, I got to travel state to state to body somebody on this mission because of what she said. So they took her word from bond.
Yo, man.
Right.
I know I'm about to body the damn. I am hot. And on top of being hot, I gotta walk out because I'm extremely hot. Like, I feel like I'm about to. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
You know, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, on the real though, what kind of gang get mad over their sister getting smashed and need like I just want to say this because I just gotta say this for Junior mother. First of all, y'all niggas is some suckers, man. I don't know what gang need $5 to jumping niggas over their sister getting smashed. This sounds like the weakest version of a gang I ever seen. Y'all niggas is mad about lightweight shit. If niggas in my hood get robbed for kilos, you know what I'm saying? Get robbed for everything, nigga. You over $5 in your sister? This sounds like a bad kung fu movie. That's how every kung fu movie starts.
A bad kung fu.
You're like, what the fuck is this shit?
One is out of my sister.
Bro,
You give me shout out my sister.
sometimes it ain't about the amount of money, it's the principle. You know what I mean?
The principal plays a large
Hey, nigga, what kind of principle is it over $5 on my sister? Your sister popping,
Bro,
bro.
I'm gonna ask you this, bro. $20 enough?
No.
No, because I want somebody ass over $20.
Me too. But just me by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need 5 niggas with a machete in the hand
I
knife.
ain't kill him, but I mean.
No, I'm just saying, I need 5 niggas with a machete in the hand knife. That's too much.
So is your question that he has stepped to him Dolo?
Dolo, nigga.
And
Definitely Dolo.
I do
not
it
people
again.
that they saying is involved
Yo,
in
man, but
this
that's a
shit.
whole, it's a whole gang. It's rooted, man. It's gonna keep happening in the community, man.
But they only charging the people that was actually there on the crime, on the scene, doing what they had to do.
So peep my swag. This is in New York, correct?
Yes.
Right?
It's in the Bronx.
So about 2 months ago, before I came on the episode, we were all talking about somebody. And I'll give a great story. He in media anyways. Nigga with colorful teeth. I don't remember the rap ass nigga.
Oh, the
name.
nigga Takashi.
Yes.
Takashi, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't he caught as a pedophile?
My nigga, but
Oh,
the thing,
God.
they went to court for that, and that shit went out the way.
Same thing with R. Kelly. He keep doing it. But what I'm saying is,
Shit.
what I'm saying is, if it's happening in this area, man, it's happening. It's people that's doing it. Do something about it. Junior ain't gotta die for you to do something about people looking and touching young people. This shit is wrong. Everybody's worried about Junior dying, but nobody's worried about why overage men is touching a 14-year-old girl. This shit's bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? I got 3 girls, you guys got girls. That shit shouldn't even be happening to that little girl. It shouldn't even be on a fucking video.
But it's
Why do we have a
consensual.
video over this shit?
It's
But yeah, if it's
consensual.
more than one boy,
It's
It's
consensual.
not
Why
consensual
would
when
you
you're
do
14, man.
If it's more than one dude smashing his sister, why don't you go with Junior?
That's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's a backwards ass situation, man. Where a bunch of people are
They're
mad. but
worried
at the
about
end
the
of the day-
wrong things. They're worried about the wrong things.
Junior didn't have to die, and y'all niggas didn't need to join the gang to stab a nigga with a machete.
Okay, I agree with that. But now they have this thing called the Junior Law that's now going to hit whatever courts or however legislators decide they want to do it.
Really?
But the law would entail that store owners, going forward, that store owners have the obligation and duty to protect not only the youth, but people that's in danger and use their store as a refuge.
Is that something that's gonna be passed or something?
Well, we don't know yet, but I know that the New York
It's something
Senators is
proposing.
something that's proposed, and it's a petition
Yeah.
that's actually circulating right now about it. But you know, petitions, believe it or not, some of those petitions come through.
Why?
America is on some crazy shit.
Oh my god. That's not smart.
No, I'm serious. Like, at the end of the day, other people don't have to police your fucking kids. Get a grip. Take care of your fucking kids.
So
But if
you
you basically
basically
the story goes some Skittles and iced tea on some Trayvon Martin shit.
Word up.
That's not particularly.
Listen, I'm the last person you need to talk about Trayvon.
If I send my child to the store
Right, you expect them
because
to-
you want some snacks and they right there at the corner or they are literally around the corner, I expect they ass to come
Hey,
the fuck
all right,
back.
so May, let me ask you.
Right.
All right, so let me ask you. Let me ask you. The sign outside your neighborhood building said what? Don't put on that fucking hoodie. Why you let that little nigga go out the door with a hoodie on?
Oh my goodness, we is not getting into shit.
You can't
No, we
wear a
not.
hoodie
Not
now?
today we won't. Not today we won't. No, we not.
First of all,
I'm
No,
asking
we
him.
not.
I'm just asking him.
The
First of
sign
all-
says no mask.
Warlon.
No, we not.
Warlon.
No hoodies or mask.
Listen. First of all,
What
let's
sign?
say that going into the store or in the neighborhood.
In the
period.
neighborhood.
First of all, you
But
can't
not
dictate
specified
and
in the
tell me-
store.
But you
can't-
leave out of your
can't
house
tell-
in the
okay, so
neighborhood.
because if I had a son and he wore a fucking hoodie because he was probably cold that night,
The
he can't wear the hoodie.
niggas,
He can't wear
sweatshirts,
a motherfucking
it's
hoodie.
jackets without hoods, it's plenty of
I
shit
don't
without
give a
hoods.
fuck. Why do we need to change how we dress just to accommodate somebody who wanted to be a damn creep?
I'm with you on that one.
Like, why the
Listen.
fuck do we have to change?
We
No,
don't-
we should be
we shouldn't-
able to, the same way they able to wear
and
their
that
little
shouldn't
titty
get you
loafers,
shot 'cause you
and
wear a
they able to wear
hoodie.
little slacks.
Bro,
that
We
gets
should
you
be
killed.
able to wear whatever the hell we want rather than
So
something
let me
or
ask
something
you-
wait, hold
else.
on.
You should not have to worry about if a child walking across your damn lawn and you gotta be scared. No, he wanted to be a wannabe cop. Because he wanted to be a wannabe cop, he ended up killing
Fake-ass
a
vigilante,
kid.
that's what the fuck
Okay,
he was.
that's the difference. Because I tell you right now, I can walk around with a hoodie all damn day. I've walked in plenty of
And
stores
do whatever you
with a
want.
hoodie and
Right.
never once been approached.
Do whatever you want, right? So in this case, the R.I.P Junior then, if the 7-Eleven is in a bad fucking neighborhood, you can't hold them fucking accountable. People in the neighborhood are bad. Don't be trying to hold people accountable for shit they own in your neighborhood. It's not a bad story.
Without those people, though, you would not have
just
that
because the
store.
neighborhood is
Figure
different,
out what I
doesn't mean
can put
everybody
on.
in the neighborhood is
Without
bad.
that
Figure out what I can
neighborhood,
put
you
on.
would not have that store. No, if you had that store on your block and nobody came shopping in the store, all that food would rot. You would not have no business. You would not have no revenue. Those people is what keep that store going. And I feel that they should have protected that dude regardless.
My question is, so are you saying that the neighborhood should police the neighborhood a little bit better? Or are you saying that it's...
No, he ain't say none of that shit.
I am saying exactly what I will say plainly. America needs a grip on themselves, dude. We are asking too many people to do traditional family-oriented
Who is
things.
America?
All of us. I mean, you raised a great kid. I'm not
I
saying
just
us.
live here.
Let's not bucket us. Let's not bucket us five into this.
I just live here.
I don't know what country you're from. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, we can't.
welcome.
We can't.
I just live
We
here.
can't.
I'm
This
not
How's your stay so far?
My bad, y'all.
The best way to put it in a simplified sentence is we can't ask other people to give our families morals and standards in a way to conduct themselves, bro. It's just not possible. We all teach our kids exactly what we want them to be, how we want them to be. These are the rules. Don't jump on the bed, nigga. Don't run. Don't do such and such. If you don't teach your children this and you send them outside on some humbug shit, they become gangsters that stab Junior or they become juniors. At the end of the day, you have to prepare people, and we can't expect people that don't care for our children to care for them. This is how we end up with Mr. Rogers.
So
This is how we end up with these people, because we put our children in their hands, yo. And that's not fair.
So you saying we should take the Chris Rock approach? After you step out this door, nobody gives a fuck about you.
True. He knew that. That's why he was running. But listen, my thing is, if that's the case, if they're gonna be in our neighborhoods selling to our people, then they shouldn't be doing that shit.
Yo,
Yo,
but
they're not gonna protect us, because everybody in our neighborhood is gonna. You know what I mean, if you see a child that lives next door to you, Junior, in this case. I mean, you see this dude every day. You know he ain't about shit. You know what I mean? He ain't about no gang shit. And you see this nigga out here in the street getting chased by 5 dudes. You ain't gonna help him?
That's the OG rule. I feel you. But at the end of the day, we can't expect OGs to be fathers that they ain't, bro.
No,
It's not 1991.
It ain't no OG rule. It's the community.
What they saying
Right.
is basically
You know
is
him.
if
He's
you
a
believe-
Yo, it's not 1991, y'all.
but
It's
that-
2018.
That's even worse. What the fuck are you
These
saying?
niggas ain't even worried. These niggas ain't even worried enough, nigga. They
That shit be the fuck that.
I'm surprised Junior didn't have on headphones in 2018. I'm trying to tell you, man.
But what he's saying is basically, if my neighborhood is good enough for you to come in and get money from, my neighborhood should be enough for you to come and help police.
That's not no problem.
That's the problem. Listen, man.
That's the problem.
If Joe is selling weed, crack, cocaine, or whatever on corner A, right? If he's selling that on corner A,
What they got to do with Junior?
Repeat what I'm saying. If somebody is doing illegal activities on a corner on your street, there's a 9-year-old to 12-year-old kid that grows up in a neighborhood on the same street.
15-year-old.
Get what I'm saying? I'm talking about prior to him becoming 15. We live on that street. We buy weed from this dude. Everybody in this room has known somebody that sold something on their street.
Right. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We ain't told on the motherfuckers, but we want to live in a good neighborhood. If you want to live in a good neighborhood, tell a nigga that you know. That's the point. If you want your shit to be
concept.
How did that miss the whole concept?
I don't know where you're coming from. You were so left.
I don't know.
But I'm saying,
right again.
What I'm
Like,
saying
your
to
whole
you,
shit is
what I'm
fucked
saying
up.
to you guys is, we wanted Junior to be alive and living in a well-balanced neighborhood, then they should have did something about
So
the
are you
neighborhood crime.
victim blaming? Because that's exactly what the fuck it sounds like. It sounds like you're victim blaming here.
I'm not
so
victim
because
blaming.
Junior, because Junior is her
I'm not
family.
victim blaming.
Yes, you are.
He
Because
right
Junior
where
and
I'm
his
at.
family. What?
My man K right where I'm at.
We
You
know
like
what
the
the,
voice
we
of
know
the precinct.
right. We know what the environment is. Like, I mean, we know it's bad.
Right.
Like we want better not only for Junior but for ourselves. So
tell on the nigga at the corner.
what that got to do with the dude in the bodega not protecting Junior?
These niggas came from
Because if
Jersey.
you tell on the
They
dude at the
came
corner,
all
he
the
never
way
ends up
from
in the bodega.
Jersey. You're
Well,
missing
Boston,
the
these
concept.
niggas came from Jersey to come body Junior. You feel me?
They're not even on the corner.
They not even on the corner. They not even
Nobody
on the
know that
neighborhood.
is.
I understand what you're trying to say. What you're trying to say
Is it valid?
Like Kanye West?
Nah,
Is it valid? No, let's not.
Listen. What he's trying to say is, if you're gonna police the neighborhood all the way the fuck through. It don't matter if that's your peoples or not. Like, you feel me? If you know they doing bad and they're attracting the negative energy towards your neighborhood, you should be calling on them just as much as you calling on the niggas that you don't agree with. But what I disagree with is, it don't matter if niggas is policing the neighborhood or not. When you see a nigga come in your store bleeding, dying in your motherfucking face, and you don't do nothing about it as humans, not just adults, not just as business owners in that neighborhood, as fucking humans, bro. As having feelings, as having motherfucking morals and respect for the neighborhood you in. You should be willing enough to say, hey, yo, bro, tuck behind this counter real quick. I'm calling the motherfucking police. Y'all niggas, he ran out the back door. Or whatever the fuck you gotta say to them niggas.
Yo, bro, tuck behind the counter real quick. I'm calling the police. Y'all niggas don't fucking move.
Right.
Exactly. That's how. Damn sure have a burner.
That's cool.
Damn sure it is.
Somebody bust a move. What you gonna do?
Exactly. Bomb.
How many busts in my
What's that first gunshot?
Bro.
So in reversing y'all story, what we would hear on the news is 2 store owners killing 4 innocent Spanish kids in New York.
But would they be heroes?
We don't-
Would they be heroes at that time?
Yes.
Jermaine, you wouldn't know because they never killed Junior if you killed him.
No, Junior was still dying. Because the damage they
Junior
did
jumped over the counter, it was alive.
Bro, the damage they did to Junior outside of that store before he even came back into the store was done.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about
They
he started
stabbed
jumped
him
over the
up.
counter.
They stabbed him up, hit him with a
Slice his
machete,
neck,
sliced his neck,
Yeah.
all that shit. He was gone. He was gone because
But
he
he
came
ran
back.
2 blocks to the hospital after he got stabbed.
Right, yo.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying.
He was like that. Like he was.
Adrenaline.
Shit could have been done, period, to help save his life. Because the fact that they didn't intervene and say that shit won't be going on in my store, that shit won't be going on my block, that's what kind of attributed to their death. Will they be charged? Should they be charged? No, because they didn't actually commit it. Should their store be shut down? Yes, because they're not helping the fucking community. That lets you know right now, your children that's going in there buying that 5-cent candy, 10-cent candy,
Keep it a buck, man. 50 Cent Lucy's Dutchess. You ain't helping the community selling that shit.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, but
the shit that they doing, the shit The same niggas coming in and spending their last on
That's
whatever
what I'm trying to
fucking
tell you. It's a
spending
bad balance. We okay with some illegal things,
But when do you
but other illegal things we don't need them to do. It's illegal to sell Lucy's, nigga. You can't sell that.
Oh, wait,
In
no,
fact,
no,
you get canceled.
Listen,
You comparing the backwards to murder, bro?
It's slow. Yo, man, this is the systematic murder.
But listen, this is
But
the
my nigga, even when you selling,
bystander murder.
my nigga, even when you selling Lucy's in front of the store, you get choked the fuck out and nobody come out the store and say nothing. Like I'm saying, my point is point blank period, my nigga. If you gonna be in this community, it's just like it's a nigga named Hassan that used to have a store in our fucking community, my nigga. Right on.
You telling me?
Yo, I'm just saying because you know, my nigga.
I know, but wait, yo, it's a nigga.
Nah, it's a nigga. It's a
Okay.
nigga in me and AK Hood, right? Well, not right now, but at a point in time, the nigga had a store. His name was Hassan, and the nigga had a store in our hood around one of our blocks, my nigga. But if some wild shit was going on, he'll come in. As soon as you come in, my nigga, if you came in with a ski mask or anything, or came in on some wild shit, he pulling the 38 from under the counter until you get the fuck out my store with that bullshit. Period, my nigga. He took a stance that I'm protecting my land, I'm protecting the block, I'm protecting what's around me, my nigga. I'm here to make money.
He was like some crazy shit. He was like this.
I'm trying to get that shit out. If Hassan knew that, or he knew Junior, period, and Junior ran in Hassan's store on a humbug, and niggas was chasing them, Hassan pulling the 8 out, and Junior straight. Right. And them niggas getting the fuck out. That's some real shit.
Another time.
I mean,
Right.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
I agree with that. I'm not even from the hood, and I definitely agree with that.
I totally agree
You
with
protect the people that.
There's not 1,000 on sign.
Shout out to us.
All the quarters for bodega. My nigga Sammy with the boy had on Dick's Well that been the eldest store on Word.
Hey yo,
Shout out my nigga Mikey on Congress for the change.
all I'm saying is mad levels to the story, bro. There's mad levels to the story. All I'm saying is, sis, yo, she needed, not even sis, cause setting a nigga up like that, you can't be my sis. Shorty need to be charged like the rest of the dudes being charged. All them dudes deserve what the fuck is coming to them. Know what I mean? And
Yo, but do they deserve the death penalty?
We're not. Come on, Boston.
I'm never one to say that.
Listen,
I'm never one to say that. But I will
it's an eye
say,
for an eye, and because Junior was still considered a minor in New York, they're gonna get the death penalty regardless. So that's not even an argument.
I'm not gonna say they deserve the death penalty. What I will say is whatever the maximum that they can give without taking their life, they deserve. Like, you feel me? If they throw the whole book without giving them, the death penalty, go ahead. Give them all of that. They deserve every second, minute, hour, millisecond. They deserve all of that shit because they went and acted without knowing what the fuck was actually going on. Like, you feel me?
True.
They didn't fully
They jumped to
investigate.
conclusions.
Yeah, they didn't fully investigate. Like, period. Like, if anybody in my family come to me and tell me I was raped, like, you feel me, or there's a video out, and I mean, it looked like I was doing A, B, C, and D, and I enjoyed it, but I was really being raped and being forced to do it. I'm gonna fully investigate the situation before I attack. You feel me? I'm going to attack, but before I attack, I'm gonna make sure A, I get the right person. B, I fully know what the fuck is going on.
So you say gang members are like detectives nowadays. They all sit around the table. He was around the booth.
You gonna throw away
where was he?
Would you
Just hang a photo up.
No, I'm just saying. Are you gonna throw away 25 to life on some humbug bullshit, getting the wrong person?
Yo,
or are you gonna throw away 25 to life, getting the right fucking person, and this shit is justified?
I think if you say, I need 5 other people to go where I need to go to be cool.
So what
you
you
would do
saying
anything
is,
dumb after that.
so what, Coolie, so
know
I'm
what I'm
asking this. If they would have got the right person and he was the same age as Junior, that was justified, that was right?
Bro, if it was legitimate rape, and it was
But
legitimate,
it never looked, according to Monica, it never looked like that.
I gotta see the video. Period. I gotta see it.
I mean,
I can answer that.
if
Let me
she's
answer that.
smiling,
If she's
you don't
smiling,
smile no
She's
rape.
smiling.
no, if she's
You
smiling,
don't go with
first
the,
of
you
all,
don't go with the.
if I seen it, if I seen it and I was the brother in this situation and I seen all this shit, she's smiling, taking her face out, making it known as her and all that, I'm not going to attack nobody. You a thought, you did what the fuck you had to do.
So, but Kevin's asking you if it wasn't Junior and the actual dude, would it be justified? So to answer that question, no, it would not be justified.
That's what I'm saying.
But at least it wouldn't be an innocent person that's now losing their life. I think the key point here is because it's an innocent person losing their life.
What I'm saying is, real niggas would have fully investigated that shit, seen that she wasn't really being raped. She was fully incoherent with that shit. Like she was fully
So you
into
saying you
the
would have gave
shit.
this sister a black eye before you went and beat up somebody?
Not even giving her a black eye. I'm like, yo, you gotta take that L, shorty. You was fully.
Take that fucking
I beat my sister up, y'all.
You know, I'm not even touching
You
you.
want to jump a domestic?
You know the best thing you could do in that situation is either leave it alone or, ooh, I'm telling mommy.
Exactly. And then I'm gonna beat you up and let you tell mommy that I beat you up too.
Telling you.
Right.
That's the only thing you could have did. Real niggas would have made those moves instead of acting before.
And then when I seen that nigga, I would have got his ass too.
But isn't her brother grown?
Beat his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brother's grown as
Right.
fuck.
That's what I'm saying. You can't just go be punching your little sister in the eye.
Oh yeah, nah, that's Bostic's situation.
No, listen, I'm gonna confess, man. At age 15, I was 15. My sister. No, so I was 17. My sister was 5 years younger than me. She was on the street. I'm not gonna say the street. And one of her friends asked her to take off all her clothes and walk down the street. Two of her other friends that was with her said, "If you don't do that shit, I'm gonna fuck you up." The rest is history. Let's just say somebody went through a window.
Well, what's our
You know
final
what I'm saying?
thoughts? What's our final thoughts on this?
You get what I'm saying?
I can't even touch anything else. What he just said was wow. What's our final thoughts on this?
Alright, so final thoughts to me is rest in peace to Junior. I mean, all our thoughts and condolences go to the family. I mean, I think shorty that's involved with this shit should be charged with everything that everybody else involved in this shit should be charged with. I mean, because at the end of the day, she's the root
But she
of
the
this
rape
tree.
victim, though.
Bro, you can say that.
She put out the innocent victim and she knew she did it, so she should
Right.
be charged.
Right. What I'm saying is, I mean, she should be charged like everybody else because she knew at the end of the day what she was screaming was false. She pinned it on somebody that was innocent and they ended up losing their life. Like, you feel me? So she's the root of what we see today in visuals, I mean, and all that on social media everywhere. So, again, Junior, I mean, rest in peace to you, bro. Condolences to your family. Be careful who the fuck you call your friends. Be careful who the fuck you fucking. And just be careful, yo. Period, man. Life is too fucking short. He was 15, right?
Yeah.
He was fucking 15, yo. He lost his fucking life. Like, I mean,
Sad.
over some ass that he didn't even smash.
There's no way to even lose your life at 15.
Yeah, like he didn't even smash that. Like, I mean, anyway,
Shit,
man.
you ain't getting much pussy at 15. I don't give a fuck who you is.
Right.
2018, we was
Listen, right,
in 2018, they doing all types of shit.
When I was 15, I was getting pussy, but I ain't getting pussy like I'm getting pussy now.
You have.
All right, this is about to go to a whole nother conversation. The chick is hot. Like, I'm hot.
No, but he got a point though.
I'm just saying,
You
he
got one or two, maybe three shorties that you going to. Maybe three shorties that you going to get consistent ass. Like, you ain't looking too far out there because you already know you stretching the limits.
Because back then you was pumping, nigga. That's what you was doing.
You feel me? Like,
You ain't really doing too much at 15, but yeah.
right. But I mean, for him to die off of some bullshit ass lies and some
we don't
bullshit ass
condone having
conspiracies.
sex. So that's not.
That's the part I don't get about this story.
Definitely don't.
Let's not
So we
even-
all, you know what I mean? Like everybody condoning this part of the deal. Like,
No, we don't.
not
Like,
us, but other people.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm saying at that age, you shouldn't be. But growing up in our environment, we know what's going on. Like, you feel me? And if you happen to be indulging in that environment, we know that if you do and you got one or two that's giving it up, you ain't going outside of that one or two too much because they be pressing your luck. Like, you feel me? Anyway, at the end of the day, man, know who you got in your circle. Know who you can trust. Know who you can't. Know who your friends and know who ain't. Like, you feel me? you really gotta look at everybody through a fucking microscope, like, and really dissect what the fuck they got going on and what the fuck they trying to keep around you. Like, you feel me? I am Coolie Main. You can find me everywhere under Coolie Main on all social media. If you can't find me there, you can definitely find me at anything Grown Ups Talk. You feel me? If you ain't subscribed to that YouTube channel, please subscribe to that YouTube channel because it is popping right now.
What y'all doing?
And you already know it's your boy AK the Chief. I'm signing out, checking off. You can follow me on anything Grown Ups Talk. And if you can't follow me on anything, yeah, you can follow me on anything Grown Ups Talk. You know my motto, like, share, and follow, yo. Shout out to
As always, your girl Monica checking off. Listen, just go to Grown Ups Talk at The Real Monica. Is right there in the link. Just click the link, be there. Please make sure you follow that YouTube page. It's very important, or you're not going to see our beautiful faces. And also make sure that you're looking up our SoundCloud, iTunes, as well as our Google Play. We around.
Shout out to everybody. Thanks for letting me be here, man. It's your boy T.Bostic. You can always find me at the real T.Bostic. There's a lot of fake ones or behind the blower next to a time clock. You know what I mean? I'm always chasing that money, man. Make sure you go on YouTube, follow Grown Ups Talk, man. Double follow, share a friend. You know what I mean? Let everybody know, man, because we all have a real conversation and we definitely want to hear how you feel, man. So, chime in. Let us know what's good.
Yeah, it takes a special type of you to appreciate a special type of us.
True.
Ciroc bottles is turning up, and we bout wavy. Holla at us, man.
Peace.